किधर से आते हैं?
Welcome to today's mindfulness session. Please set your alarm fast. We'll start today's mindfulness with 3 rounds of INCOFYRA. All of you sit erect. Starting prayer, Om Sahana Bhavatu. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Saha Viryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishasahai. योग गणपति मूल मंत्र ओम हम संगम भगवते नित्य योग युक्ताय सच्चिदानंद रूपिणे विनायकाय नमः। दक्षिणामूर्ति गुरु स्तोत्र। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्ति वेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। स्वामी विवेकानंद प्रार्थना। नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Samarasya prayer for harmony from Rigveda. Samgacchadvam samvaradvam sambho manamsi janatam deva bhadayata purve sanjanana upasate samano mantra samiti samani samanam manasah chittamesham samanam mantram abhimantrayevah samanena vohavisha juhomi samani va akutihi samana hridayani vah samanamastu manah yatha vastu sahasati. पंचांगम अद्यतन पंचांगम पंचविंशत्यधिक एकशतोत्तर पंचसहस्रतम कलियुगाब्दः श्री शोभकृत नाम संवत्सरः दक्षिणायनं हेमंत ऋतुः मार्गशीर्ष मासः कृष्णपक्षः प्रतिपत्तिथिः पुनर्वसु नक्षत्रम् ऐन्द्रयोगः कौलवकरणं बृहस्पतिवासरः। Today's date 28 December 2023 Thursday. तिथेश्च श्रियमाप्नोति वारादायुष्यवर्धनं नक्षत्राधरते पापं योगात् रोगनिवारणं करणात् कार्यसिद्धिश्च पंचांगफलमुत्तमम्। सर्वेषां शुभम्। Shloka from Gita, chapter 13, verse 34. Kshetra kshetrajnayorevam antaram gnana chakshusha bhutah prakriti moksham cha ye viduryanti te param. Meaning, those who perceive with the eyes of knowledge the difference between the body and the knower of the body and the process of release from the material nature attain the supreme destination.
Photo.
Namaste. Good morning. Myself, Dr. Gole, on behalf of S-VYASA Team to University, welcome you all to the inaugural program of pre-conference workshop of 25th International Conference in Yoga Research on its application 2024 under the theme Integrative Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. I would like to take an opportunity to welcome all the guests for today's program. Our chief guest, Dr. Vikrant Singh Tomar. I welcome you, sir. Our guest of honor, Dr. Santosh Rao. I welcome you, sir. We have Dr. Subramaniamji, Professor Subramaniamji, Advisor to Chancellor, with us for the program. We have our beloved Guruji, Dr. H.R. Nagendra. We also have our Registrar Sir, Dr. Shivashankar Sai Sir. I welcome you, sir. To start this auspicious occasion, I request all the dignitaries to light the lamp and grace the occasion. Among us for this program, we have Dr. Vijay also, who is a senior consultant, and we have Dr. Shweta Tomar, who is the better half of Dr. Vikrant. She is also present here. She is also project head of Ultimate Medical Solution. I welcome you, ma'am. I welcome you, sir. Moving on, let me take you through the various activities, a brief introduction of the activities under pre-conference workshops. So, from today onwards, we will have 3 parallel workshops happening. The first one is called as CME, Continuing Medical Education. Second is Continuing Research Education and Continuing Yoga Education. CME is a workshop on holistic healing, which includes 6 different diseases, starting from oncology, cardio, pulmo, and so on, and understanding basic principles of IAYT and latest approaches towards holistic healing. For this particular session, you'll have both practical and theory. CRE will provide overall insight on research in the field of Ayush, encompassing concepts of research methodology and statistics. CYE includes 2 streams. Stream A would focus on topics, enabling one to understand the holistic approach towards health and well-being through yoga and Vedic wellness practice. And Stream 2 would include practices of advanced yoga techniques such as CM, MIRT, MSRT and Visak. There are other 2 short-term courses which also be offered. The first one will be offered by Vivekananda Health Global on integrative approach to pain management and injury rehabilitation in sports, and a certification course on ISAC L1, which is a level 1 technician restriction profile anthropometrist approved by International Society of Gyno-Anthropometry. Now, I would request our chief guest and the guest of honor to digitally inaugurate these workshops. Dr. Vikrant and Dr. Santosh. Thank you, sir. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our chief guest. Dr. Vikrant Singh Tomar is an internationally acknowledged scholar, academician, writer, trainer and management consultant. He has conducted numerous management and development programs across the globe. He has served various government posts and is a founder director of Akshara Kids Academy India. He is also director of Ultimate Management Solution and a convener of United Global Organization. He has authored books such as Rule the World as Krishna Did and Vedanta and Life Management. I welcome you, sir, and I request you to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Honorable Guruji and my dear friends, it's an immense pleasure being here in the pre-conference inauguration of such an esteemed university of the world. I was thinking what should I talk, and my thought process was made easier by this verse of Bhagavad Gita which was presented to us. We chanted it together. When Swami Vivekananda was asked that what is your message to the age, I see lots of youngsters here. How many of you are young? Can you raise your hands? So people who have not raised their hands, don't they feel that they are young? Fine. So Swami Vivekananda asked that what is your message to the age? Swamiji replied, remove the mess from the age. It is my message. How to do this? I'm going to just speak about only 5 steps that you would like to take towards it. And those steps are connected with Pandavas. The first Pandava, Yudhishthira, represents high objectives in life. Everybody of us have seen Tom and Jerry. How many of you have seen Tom and Jerry? Perfect. Can you tell me why Tom could not catch Jerry? When I was a kid, I used to see, and still I am seeing it, Tom could not catch Jerry. You may have many answers, I know. But if you think deep, yes, that's true that the size of Jerry is very small and Tom is bigger. But look deep. Tom is running only for one-time meal. The purpose of the life of Tom is only one-time meal. What is Jerry? Jerry is only one-time meal for Tom. But the purpose of Jerry is big. Jerry is running to save his life. It is true that the size of Tom is bigger than the size of Jerry. But purpose of Jerry is so much big than the purpose of Tom. And friends, in life, purpose precedes performance. The higher the purpose, the higher the performance. Think of the highest purpose of life you can think of. It must steer your blood. Never dream small, because small dream does not have capacity to steer your blood. It is better to lose in college cricket than to win in gully cricket. It is better to lose in Ranji cricket than to win in university crickets. It is better to lose in international matches than to win in Ranji matches. It is better to lose in World Cup quarter-final than to win in World Cup league matches. And it is better to lose in World Cup finals rather than winning in the World Cup quarter-finals. If we cannot elevate the status of our winning, at least we should rise the standards of our losing. Play big matches. Come what may. Play big matches. And the biggest purpose of life is self-realization. And I'm glad that in this 21st century, all of you have taken admission here and on the paths of self-realization. The first is Yudhishthira. Second comes as once you have Yudhishthira, then Sahadeva, who could see future. Only having objective doesn't suffice. You need to have a plan. How will you be able to achieve it? So whatever is your objective, write it in the language of X to Y till when. From here to where, by what time. If it is measurable, then only it can be done. So be very specific, as they say, smart goals. Sahadeva represents smart goals. To have Yudhishthira, big goals. Have Sahadeva, make it measurable, so that you can measure your progress. So how many of you have big goals in your life? Can you raise your hands? Perfect. How many of you who have raised your hands have big goals, have written your goals in very specific measurable terms? Can you raise your hands? So you can see, less have Yudhishthira, very less have Sahadeva in that. Once you have written their goals, then the third thing comes is Bhima, power to execute. One of my friends came to me and he said, Vikrant, you keep on going to US, how much does it cost? I calculated and gave it to him. After a couple of months, he again met me and he said, you keep on going to US, how much does it cost? I again calculated and gave it to him. Few months later, again he came to me and he said, you keep on going to US. I said, just hold on. Just hold on. I told him it costs nothing. Because thinking doesn't cost anything. You can think of going off moon, it won't cost anything. It will cost when you will do something about it. For 1 year, he have not even applied for the visa for US. So there are many people who think a lot but execute a little. They are daydreamers. How many of you can relate with it? They make their timetables but they are unable to live up to their timetables. Can you raise your hands? And this is what you call is self-confidence. Self-confidence means upholding every promise which you make with yourself. And when I say timetable, I mean I uphold every promise that I make with myself. When you uphold every promise that you make with yourself, this is called self-confidence. And when you default every promise that you make with yourself, this is lack of anushasana. So third is Bhima, ability to execute. So once you have Bhima also, then you need the fourth thing. Nakul, the most beautiful one of it, beauty and passion. You need to be passionate about your goal. It should be the last thought when you go to sleep in night. It should be the first thought when you get up in morning. Swami Vivekananda used to say that your goal should flow in your blood vessels. It should be in your eyes. Looking at your eyes, anybody should be able to say, what is your goal in life? How many of you think it is the last thought when you go to sleep in night? Whatever is your goal. For how many of you it is the first thought when you get up in morning? If it is not happening, it's not goal. You are fooling yourself. Nakul is that passion. And the last thing, when you have that passion in you, then what you need is Arjuna, absolute focus. Unwavering focus. Steve Jobs used to say that I have said no to many very good ideas so that I can focus on one great idea. Identify that one great goal of your life. Put whole energy in it. Live it, breathe it, dream it. And then you see how you won't be able to achieve it. Because how do you see your life and your goal makes the fundamental difference. In Ramayana, Kaikeyi saw threat in Rama, she had a doomed life. Dashratha saw son as Rama, and Dashratha had to leave his body without meeting his son, longing for his son. Sita ji saw husband in Rama, and she had whole life longing for her husband. Ravana saw enemy in Rama and has a miserable death. There was only one character in Ramayana who saw Lord in Rama in the first glance. And he saw Lord in Rama in the last glance even. And in the process he himself elevated to God. Can you name? Anjaneya, Jai Hanuman ji. So the last thing is absolute focus. Do these 5 things and you'll achieve all the goals in your life. But in spite of having these 5 things, you will have Vanvasa, exile, if you won't have Yogeshwara Krishna with you. And what is Krishna? Atma Jnana. Know about yourself. Know thyself. And this is what for S-VYASA stands for. Leading you towards your Atma Jnana. So I am sure we all will have these 5 Pandavas along with Lord Krishna in our journey of life. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a beautiful insight and analogy of life lessons with Mahabharata and Ramayana. I think everybody is going to take it forward. Now, moving on, we have our next guest of honor, Dr. Santosh Shah. He is a medical director, medical oncologist, and medical director of integrative oncology at University Hospital in Cleveland, USA. He is also president of the Society for Integrative Oncology and is very well associated with the activities at S-VYASA. I welcome you, sir, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
First of all, that was very inspiring, and I'm honored to be here as your guest. I did not expect to speak, so I did not prepare anything, but I do want to talk just about how we get inspired. So, when I was in college, I grew up in the US, and I would come to India every few years. And in college is when I became very interested in yoga and meditation, and I came to Prashanti. And it was a very transformative experience in my life where I could meet other people who were on this path and just start planting that seed, which I did not know what would come of it. Before I knew it, like he had said, I became very enchanted with this idea of pursuing yoga, health, and spreading this message and figuring out the science behind it. And the focus took place, and I have been on that path ever since. So I feel like, S-VYASA, but at that time, the Prashanti, the ashram, that all planted a seed. And what we're doing now, I think she mentioned I'm the president of the Society for Integrative Oncology. We'll see what we can do. We want to do a lot more collaboration with India and Ayush and other partners. We're planning a conference actually in Kerala in 2025. But the point is that for everybody here, think about what that seed might mean for you. And it's not, there's the individual will and there's the collective will. And so, all of you who are sitting here, part of it is your own inspiration and how, your intuition kind of leads you down a certain path. And I think all of you have come here for a reason, and just see how it unfolds. But there's that individual process and then the collective will, which is what I really think we all need to work together so that we build these bridges, and each of us have talents, And the goal I have from that standpoint, and these conferences are so important, once we keep reevaluating the science, I think people are very open to this around the world. And so that reinforces kind of what we believe in, and it takes it to the next level where people can incorporate and spread this message. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we have with us Professor Subramanya, the advisor to Chancellor. I would request him to bless the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Param bhuyah pravakshami jnanam jnanamuttamam. We completed 13 chapters. Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga was completed, and we commence the 14th chapter, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. The very first stanza of that is Param Bhuyah. I declare the highest, the best, the greatest, the supreme, the most sublime jnana, jnana uttamam, by knowing which you need not know anything else, by learning which you need not learn anything, the highest knowledge. I tell you, Mr. Arjuna, that's how the 14th chapter commences. And what is that highest jnana? Rehabilitation. What do you mean rehabilitation? We are all Ananda Swarupa. We are all Atma Swarupa. We are all Jnana Swarupa. We are all Bhagavat Swarupa. We have fallen. And we have fallen into this world of pairs of opposites. We have fallen into this world of polarities. We are to be rehabilitated. We are to be taken into that original state. That is the purpose of sportsman spirit. We play the game of life. We enjoy the sport for recreation. Yogaha samatva uchyate. A sportsman does not bother about the success or failure. It is recreation. It is a pleasure. It is a game we enjoy. And all the polarities, ups and downs, we do not bother. We remain the same. We are calm. We are cool. We are tranquil. We are serene. And we maintain that equanimity all through. By maintaining that samatva, by maintaining that equanimity, we rehabilitate ourselves from the worldly consciousness, from the worldly pleasures. We go to emotional enjoyments. From emotional enjoyments, we go to intellectual happiness. From intellectual happiness, we enter into the land of tranquility, peace. And from there, we enjoy Brahmananda. The first level is Annamaya Kosha. And then, this body of life enjoys the emotional enjoyments. And that is your Manomaya Kosha. From that, we go to the intellectual level, wherein we discover the truth, the highest, and that is intellectual happiness. From there, we enter into the land of Shanti. There we find the lotus of Brahmananda. and that is real rehabilitation. I admire the wonderful concept of this year's INCOFYRA, sports and rehabilitation. We should feel that sportsman spirit in life, and we rehabilitate others, serve others, we rehabilitate ourselves, we reach the highest. I am very, very glad the distinguished guests have come, and the all-knowing Guruji is present. Wonderful students are there in front of me. All of us put our hearts together, all of us put our hands together, and we shall see to it this sportsman spirit and rehabilitation, both at the worldly level and the spiritual level, are very well achieved. May God bless this INCOFYRA. May it receive the highest laurels. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, Subramaniam ji. Moving ahead, I would request Guruji and Subramaniam ji to felicitate our chief guest, Dr. Vikrant.
सामने मत इधर चला वो लोग काट कर अरे इधर क्यों मिल ले तो आ जाए
Now I request Guruji and Subramaniam ji to felicitate Dr. Santosh. Give a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Now I would request our Chancellor, Dr. H.R. Nagendra, the Chancellor of our University, to address the gathering.
My dear brothers and sisters, what a delight it is to have with us Professor Vikrant Tomarji, one of the greatest management experts in our country, who headed the G20 and went round the country to spread the message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. In 30 countries, in a few months, he was able to go around and spread the message of what our Honorable Prime Minister wanted them to spread as the President of G20. So, we are extremely happy that Vikrant was here today. He will be here for 2 more days and we get the guidance from him. Thank you very much, Vikranti, for your presence today. And a top medical expert, and he was also here, and I requested him, and in a short notice, he was able to accept and come. So, what a pleasure it is to have you with us today, my dear Rauji. Breakthrough in CME, that is continuing medical education. Normally we have been doing mainly for our doctors, voice doctors and others, but we want to do it for even allopathy doctors, bring in integrative medicine into this thing. Therefore, Devraj, our university, medical university, came forward, and with our MOU with them, they have been able to get the recognition for the CME, and at the base of that, the registrar, and yesterday the Vice Chancellor were here yesterday evening, and representing the Department of Integrative Medicine in that university, we have Dr. Vijay, who has come and directing and organizing this entire CME, where mainstream doctors are going to come and they are going to enjoy the continuing medical education. So we had 2 separate streams. one for the MBBS doctors and allopathy doctors one side, another side for all Ayush doctors. So we have the continuing research education. Research continuously grows, better and better ways of research, and therefore we have continuing research education. All the research scholars and research experts are going to gain from the new dimensions of research that we are going to do in our Inauguration lab, and our entire Inauguration team, headed by our Dr. Ramesh and Vijay Majumdar. All these people are going to guide the dimensions for continuing research education. Then we have the third, continuing yoga education. We all know that yoga is continuously in the progress of growth, and we have to unravel the mysteries of yoga which are hidden in our ancient scriptures. So, in this university, continuously, a lot of people do the research, and the PhD scholars unravel the newer and newer dimensions which are hidden in our yogic text. And we have Professor Jayaraman, who has joined us as the Dean of the Division of Yoga Spirituality, and he also has been bringing about new dimensions hidden in our various yogic texts. All these things have been brought forth to the people at large. Therefore, we are continuing yoga education. Therefore, three streams of yoga: medical education, yoga research education, and the yoga education. Continuing medical education, continuing research education, continuing yoga education are the three streams that are going to happen. And to start off, we have the wonderful Ramayana Darshana, morning 7 to 8, and our Professor Subramaniam is a great scholar. He has been teaching this Ramayana Darshana everywhere. He is one of the morning. It is wonderful speech on Ramayana 7 to 8 in our Mangalamandi. And this is also available online. People started hearing, and hundreds of people started hearing him today. And he is going to unravel the subtleties, the grandeur and the beauty which are hidden in Ramayana, the yoga dimension, the sports dimension, all these things he is going to bring out in his brilliant speeches with such creative grandeur that he is going to do that. Therefore, 7 to 8, you are all welcome to join tomorrow from today morning. Then every day we have morning 6 to 8, we have got here the homas. Today we had the Ganapati Homa, and every day we have different homas, and the things go on. Therefore, people who want to register, they want to take the sankalpa to perform the yajna, they are most welcome to give the things to Dr. Kaushik, Jairamandi, Dr. Manjunath, who is here, Manjunath Gujarat, he is in charge, and you can give the name so that you will all register, you can come here and do the sankalpa, participate in the yajna and get the benefits of the yajna. And those people who register themselves can get the horoscope indicating the medical astrology, and Kaushik is going to give the complete picture of your entire horoscope and what is going to happen in your life according to the horoscope. And this is the manifestation of our Sanchita Karma, which are all accumulated in the Manomaya Vijnanamaya Kosha, which are going to be showing up as things in our physical body. And this is the hereditary tendencies and others we talk about. So these are the dimensions that we have. Ramayana in the morning, then morning 6 to 8 are various dimensions of the yajna, and then the whole stream of YME, CME, CRE and CYE. That's all. The evening. We have the wonderful program of Satsang. Satsang 5 to 6. And in this, we have the top experts who are going to come and doing this. Today we are going to have our Ramchandra Bhatt, who is going to give Sharira Madhyam Kuru Dharma Shasana. How what anything is important for our continuous growth towards the highest level. So every day we have satsang from top experts from our university, from outside, and 5 to 6. If that goes on, along with that, in the evening we have grand cultural thing. Today we are going to have a wonderful bhajan extravaganza from Ramkrishna Mission Swamiji, and we are going to give beautiful bhajan session. The cultural program go on. All of you have seen how our cultural programs will be the big hit. It is not really for enjoyment, but there is tremendous amount of education involved in these cultural programs that we exhibit. That's the speciality. In all our conferences, cultural programs bring the dimension related to that. How the sports rehabilitation and sports prevention, injury prevention and injury rehabilitation can be brought. So we are all starting off today for the pre-conference workshop for 1 week, and you are all most welcome, and we are very happy that we have this dimension. And the last, I should not forget Himalaya. Himalaya Yoga Olympiad, we have the teams who have come from different districts of Karnataka, and they are going to undergo the team assessment today, and the winning team is going to participate in the state Himalaya Yoga Olympiad. And the winners of the team who are going to demonstrate all the dimensions of yoga, not merely asana, pranayama, mudras, bandha, kriya, and the dimensions, theory, understanding. All these things will be brought forth in this Himalaya Yoga Olympiad, and the team who have come are going to do, and the National Himalaya Yoga Olympiad will be there. Then finally, first and second, we are going to have International Himalaya Yoga Olympiad. We are going to get different teams. Dr. Niranjan Murthy is going to bring from different countries the teams, and they will all go finally second. We are going to have International Himalaya Yoga Olympiad. All these wonderful programs are there starting from today, and I am really happy that we had wonderful inauguration. Murthy and we are also happy his wife Shataji also has come. We are so happy that she also joined for this thing. Once again, I congratulate all the delegate participants who are going to take part in this and get the knowledge and the practice and the enjoyment all together. The feed for the left brain and the right brain, both together. And then the dimension of yoga bring personality growth. Wish you all the best. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Now, to convey his love and his honor, to honor Guruji, Dr. Vikrant has got a small token of love for him. So I want him to present it to Guruji. Thank you. Now I would request our registrar sir, Dr. Shiv Shankar Sai sir, to give vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Shri Guru Namaha. Thank you, Guruji, for giving us your message and blessings, covering the entire spectrum of what is going to happen in the next few days. The pre-conference workshops, he has given such an elaborate and beautiful insights into what we can get from these pre-conference workshops and all the other activities which are associated with this, like the homas right from 6 o'clock in the morning and the satsang in the evening, and also during the Maitri Milan, the Ramayana Saptaha. And then we also collectively thank and then place our gratitude to our revered Guruji for conceiving such beautiful concept of INCOFYRA and the pre-conference workshops just to engage us, to be focused. In fact, as our chief guest of today, Dr. Vikrant was mentioning that he was just very beautifully said the message. He removed the mess from our mind and then reduced our age, meaning we all felt very younger, sir. Thank you so much for giving such a beautiful, wonderful message. And as I mentioned, we collectively offer our thanks first to our Guruji, revered Guruji, who have conceptualized, and this is 25th INCOFYRA, 25 times we have been doing this. This concept of propagating education, yoga education, and propagating all the allied senses, the education related to the allied to yoga field is something which is very, very unique, and the world will be ever grateful to our Guruji for taking this movement forward. Again, as I mentioned, our chief guest of today, Dr. Vikrant, who is such a powerful speaker and who could enthuse everybody and give the purpose for the life. As I was saying, the purpose precedes the perfection. Thank you so much, sir, and then we hope to have more interactions with you during the time you are here. And we also have our Dr. Santosh Rao, sir, though short but then very straight from the heart for your short and sweet message for all of us. We also take this opportunity to thank Dr. Vijay Kumar, the HOD of the Integrative Medicine from Sri Devaraja's Academy, which our Guruji was mentioning. In fact, he is no stranger to us because he was the alumnus of our S-VYASA and is working till 2019 at S-VYASA. And then because of his effort and also the Devaraja's University effort, we are, as Guruji rightly pointed out, we got the credits from the Karnataka Medical Association, and we are grateful to the university and the Department of Integrative Medicine, sir. And then I only wish to add that we are going to have such a feast of activities, so many activities. It's up to us how we make use of them. We can just go through them just mechanically or immerse ourselves and derive the benefit from that. Don't, especially for the students who have got the great opportunity to participate in such varied activities. I'm very happy that mention that all the students of S-VYASA from all the three schools, the School of Yogic Sciences, the School of Naturopathy and then School of Physiotherapy, all of them are involved in some way or other in these conferences, pre-conference workshop and all the activities which are associated with them. We are grateful to all the faculty and their principals and the students of our precious S-VYASA for getting involved themselves and getting the benefit from these conference and then the pre-conference workshops. With this, I only just urge all the participants who have registered and who are yet to come to make use of this opportunity to derive the benefit of the age-old tradition which S-VYASA tirelessly under the stewardship of Guruji trying to propagate to the world. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. After having the auspicious curtain raiser for our Silver Jubilee INCOFYRA, we would like to place on record those beautiful moments with the star behind the scene. Hence, after the flag hoisting, I request the organizing committee heads from Anveshna, Arogyadam and School of Yoga, who are the CYE, CME and CRE committee heads, to please join on stage to have a photograph with our chief guests and dignitaries for today.
Yes, we have come to the end of this program. One more announcement. As a part of CME, on 2nd of January, we will be having ozone therapy workshop in association with National Institute of Naturopathy, Pune. So the experts will be coming over here and conducting the workshop. So I would request everyone to make use of it. Now to end the session, let's end with Shanti Mantra. Namaskara Mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. जय गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे
गाथा जय